These name boards are from various ships that had local connections. Up on the upper right, we see Griltz. Griltz was a Canadian submarine that was taken over from the United States in the 1960s. She was we got two of these, and we named them Griltz, and then she was succeeded by Rainbow, the more modern version of the name Rainbow. Griltz was originally USS Burfish. Now it's kind of an interesting nameplate because that's a very American style of letters, and I suspect what happened was I think they took her over around the East Coast and then brought her through the Panama Canal, and that maybe the American dockyard had made that up for their, Burfish was going to become Griltz, and that's what they gave the Canadians. I'm sure that in Canadian, well, I'd have to ask, I know some fellows who served in Griltz, and whether I suspect that they then subsequently had sort of a Canadian style name board. Nameboard was a Canadian naval auxiliary. That is, she was a ship that carried ammunition and other bulk goods for the Canadian Navy. Griffin, I think, was the name of maybe one of the fishermen's reserve vessels during the war. Maribel was a former minesweeper, which was bought by Bob Wright of Oak Bay Marine Enterprises, and used as to support his fishing lodges up on the west coast of Island and in the Charlottes. Sussexville was the name of a Canadian frigate, and she served out here on the west coast. And finally, Howie, I think, was another government vessel. And it's interesting to pause on Sussexville for a minute. Sussex frigates started being built in 1942, and it happens that the Yarrow shipyard, which was then in Esquimalt, built 17 of these ships. Yarrow's sort of specialized in building frigates. They were also, or came to specialize then. The other frigates were built back east in Montreal.